Hey guys, this is Earth Waters with Howling at the Earth. I'm the host of Howling at the Earth. Please check me out on YouTube at Howling at the Earth as well as howlingattheearth.com. I'm with...
What's up, man? It's your boy Moondog 38732 from the Moondog 38732 show on YouTube. Hey man, watch the show, like the show, share the show, comment and subscribe. Also, you can catch me at the Moondog 38732 show.com. I am currently the co-host of Howling at the Earth. Earth, Miss Waters, what's our topic in this particular episode?
Power of words.
Power of words. Now, hold on. Y'all told me a long time ago, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me.
That's a lie.
How long you gonna tell me my grandmama and my mama and them been lying to me all these years? My mama and them been lying to me all these years?
Yeah. They lied to you.
No, man.
You don't think so?
I do.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna say it to their face. Being with the situation in which I'm in, I've been dealing with like the younger generation for a long time. And when a student comes to you or a young person comes to you and tells you that their parents or somebody in their family or their friends constantly tell them, hey man, you ain't gonna be when you grow up, or you ain't that sticks with that person. If you don't believe me, go to a therapist's office and see. You can see their role. You'll see how many people up in there just for being downgraded by words, a constant barrage of words. But at the same time, that's how people get those mentors that they look up to, or they have their favorite teacher. Because their favorite teacher tells them things that uplift them, that make them happy. You know what I'm saying? That makes them look forward to doing things instead of just waiting to get barraged by their family or friends. You know, sometimes your friends would get on you because they know stuff that you've done or going on in your family, and they'll bring that up. Those things can have a detrimental effect on your psyche, your feelings, and how you view the world.
Definitely true. I don't know why I was thinking about this when you were talking about the whole sticks and stones thing, but you get hit with a stick or a stone, that pain goes away. The words being hit with certain words, that pain doesn't go away, and it's stuck with you, and it does play a role in how you deal with other people growing up as a kid and even as an adult. So me being a victim of, having certain things told to me, it's still things that I still remember. Like, I could forget a lot of things, but it's like that set of words, like, damn, that really affected me. So you see people, like you said, in therapy discussing these things that has been planted into them. I know in the previous show we talked about uplifting each other and men and women roles, speaking life into people, calling them kings and queens, even if they may not be exactly where that is, but even just putting that seed in them, saying, well, maybe I am a king or maybe I am a queen. And it gives them something to hold on to, and not just the negative words that's been put into that person.
So, like she's saying, words are like seeds. The word, now for those of you that go to church, and at the same time, I told y'all my granddad was a preacher. Reap what you sow.
No, that was talking about money.
With that being said, reap what you sow. We ain't throwing no tithes and offerings. We're going to put this in something that will actually benefit our young community.
Right.
And our older folks too. Man, put those positive words in, but at the same time, we know that when we're around each other, women call each other bitch all the time. But if a dude call them a bitch, it's a problem.
Some of them like it. I
have seen instances where a guy tries, hey, Miss Lady, how you doing today? She walked right by him. And as soon as he started cussing her out, she turned around and said, boy, you so crazy, and started talking to him. So now I'm thinking like, nah, I'm good on that. I'm going to let y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all have that. But when we're dealing with situations like, or if you with your partners and y'all call each other N-word, aka nigga, what's up, my nigga? But if somebody on the outside, another race, call you nigga,
it's a fight.
It's a fight. Is it the connotation or the denotation of those words? And at the same time, if women call each other bitches or whatever, but if they add some more adjectives to it, you old funky, bald head, stanky coochie bitch, is that different than just calling each other bitches?
That's a little different.
How's that different? The end is bitch. It's just like when somebody say, oh man, how's the food? Well, it wasn't that bad. So you saying it was bad. But as long as they put bitch at the end of it, sitting there, anchor all the other words in reality.
No, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works?
No.
Oh, we'll learn something today.
No. So, that's just like you said, some men walk around and call each other the N-word. But let it keep going on. You broke ass, and then it hits a little different. Those
adjectives.
Right. So the power of words, they got a little power to them.
We've even seen people online with certain rhetoric. They would amp their followers up. They sit behind a desk. Their followers going out there tearing the club up like they 360 Mafia. They amped them up, but the word has never been, hey man, wait. The person that's saying the rhetoric, they never tell them, hey man, wait for me at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna be out there with y'all. I've never seen that when they amping folks up to do something destructive. Right. They always tell them what's going on, or what this segment is doing, what this segment is doing, but they're never out there with them. So we're talking about the power of words, but there's also power in actions as well. And like the people say, hey, what's up, king? What's up, queen? Remember I told y'all, everybody wasn't king and queen. Some people servants. So I think that sometimes if you're calling a younger person a king or a queen, I would probably call them like prince or princesses. Because if you're saying king or queen, a lot comes with it.
Right.
The image you portray, the actions you do. But if I call you a prince or as a young person a prince or a princess, they give you some leeway to make those mistakes. We know it says heavy is the head that wears the crown, something like that. So if I put the crown of a king or queen on you, are you actually ready for that responsibility? I've said the words, but have I gotten you to go along with those words? Am I preparing you for that role? So I think that those words, if you bond them or bound them to certain actions, they have more effect.
Right, I understand. I'm really glad that you mentioned like the younger kids.
I'm gonna get paid some more. Go ahead.
Because we allow, or some of us allow our children to listen to certain music, to watch certain things on YouTube, TV shows, Netflix, whatever. We're letting them watch and be engaged in certain things that is not beneficial, is not planting those seeds into our children. So if I'm 6 and I'm listening to
Never Saw the Young Boy,
NBA Young Boy, right, and I'm letting them listen to I shot this person, I F'd this girl, or just whatever.
Throw baby.
Exactly. And I'm a 3-year-old singing that. The power of words are still being ingested into those children, and they're growing up with certain mindsets and trying to live up to these things that they're intake, that they're putting in. So you see 10-year-olds sagging, wanting gold teeth, and I'm not saying that the sagging is bad. I'm not saying the gold teeth is bad or whatever the case is.
You heard me?
But it's the power of the words that we're allowing to be planted into our children.
So,
And then even with us, I mean, like, think about some music. I know you listen to 3-6 Mafia. I mean, that's like,
hey man, y'all know
your
where
era.
I'm from. Y'all know where I'm from.
But F the mother,
I blame my brother and Cedric and Desi for that.
It's the song F the mother people, and you be in the club and those words hit you. What you in the club doing?
That's why they stopped playing Tear the Club Up. Because when the song came on, people were literally
it's all in the
tearing
mind.
the club up.
Exactly.
So
even with adults, the power of words is, you can't play with them.
But at the same time, you know that.
Or listen to R. Kelly on a late night. What that? Go ahead. Never mind.
I don't think she really meant R. Kelly on a late night. I'm not.
R. Kelly.
Because they can go either way. I don't know who you with, why you listen to R. Kelly.
I don't have anything against R. Kelly. I really don't. His music is music. It jams. So
she's separating the person from the actual art.
Exactly.
So back before I was so rudely interrupted. A lot of times we know that through the generations, there are certain words used through the generations. The grandparent may have down the parent. The parent may not even realize it, but they're dumping that stuff on their kids. The kids are going to school, dumping stuff on people that they see may be in the same situation. So those words are carrying down, and those words are carrying more power with them, and also greater consequences. The consequences back then, if you was a grandparent in 19 whatever, and you say certain things, it's a lot different now that you say certain things, because school to prison pipeline is a real thing. So once those words, that paperwork get ready, and they start putting those words, now we're not talking about just words you speak, also those written words, once that paperwork get on those kids, it's really difficult to shake that off if they don't have people around them not only speaking words of positivity to their lives, but also helping them to attain certain feasible goals that are positive. We're not talking about, hey man, I'm finna go out here, man, I killed one dude last week. No, son, I'm gonna kill about 5 this week. We ain't talking about like that. Hey mama, crank up the car, I'm gonna be riding shotgun. We ain't talking about like that. We're talking about something that can be viewed upon as a success story as far as being able to make it, so to speak. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about being successful in a negative way. Y'all know the Moondog 3732 show and the Howling at the Earth movement is all about positivity. So how would we... Because we can't go to somebody's house and tell them, hey man, you messing your child up by doing this. So how you think we could help those people that are getting this negativity all the time? Do we just speak positivity to them, or I mean, how can we stem this tide of negativity?
I would think, speaking positivity into them, to them, letting them know that certain things are not right, or things that they have already encountered. Because if you're close to a child, you kind of know, okay, some of the things your mom or dad or other people are saying about you, that's not true. You really are, you're really this, you're really that. So speaking that life into them, I could see would help. Carrying yourself in a way that child or that person sees, like, wow, they really walking a little different. They talk different. They move different. Being able to present that at all times, they'll feed into it.
I'm gonna give y'all an example of something I saw. It was a guy. This little kid is kind of like what they would call a terror in his school. So I saw a teacher. The kid had some new shoes on, and every time the teacher saw the kid, he was like, "Oh, okay, man. I see you stunning on him with the shoes." And the kid would just start smiling. He didn't want to smile. That smile was coming out of him. He was turning his head like that because he wanted to keep that hard persona. But something as simple as that, it's different when it's like saying, "Hey man, you got new shoes, cool." But when that teacher started breaking it down to him, like, "Okay, I see you stunning on me with your new shoes. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna come with my new shoes and we're gonna have a shoe contest." And at that, even though the kid was walking to the office because that's something he did bad, it made that kid smile, and at that moment, forget about a lot of stuff that he had going on because we really don't know what's going on outside of when we see certain things. But I'm gonna tell y'all about another thing about the power of words. Ask a preacher about the power of words. Ask a politician about the power of words. Ask a business owner about the power of words. Written and spoken.
Decree and declare.
Decree and declare. Go up there to a bank and ask for a business loan, and you have broken English, and your business plan is shot to hell. You're gonna probably get turned down, but the same thing, you're like, okay, he might be on the hook. I might, you know what I'm saying? They'll put you in a situation. PPP loan, folks. Those words y'all put down on them applications. Y'all know y'all on the list, right? I saw the list. They put the business name down on the whole list. They looking for y'all. That's all I'm saying. So when we saying words, we're not only talking about spoken words, we're also talking about written words. So just like prime example, you see a sale sign. Save up to 75%. What y'all do? Y'all focus on that 75%. Y'all miss the hole where it says save up to. And when your butt get into that store, and none of that stuff 75% off. But you're done now, so what you end up doing? Buying something you want.
At regular price.
At regular price. Car salesman. They start speaking real fast. Throw that contract in front of you. It's the power of words. And at the same time, if your vocabulary isn't up to par, a lot of things are going to go over your head. So even when you're looking at preachers, teachers, rappers, look at the vocabulary in which they're using. Are they intentionally using things that they know you don't understand to try to get over on you?
Cool. The decree and the declare part. I know a lot of people that for a moment you heard these vision board parties and stuff like that.
I recall it. I guess it was a fad or a trend, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really hear about it anymore. And then when I did hear about it, it was more so we're going to gather together, we're going to have drinks and food, and it really wasn't about the vision party. So anyway, going back, I actually done a vision board by myself, kind of, brought the kids in with it or whatever. But it was really personal for me because as I wrote it, I actually said, these are the things that I'm going to have. So going back to the power of words and how the power of words can manifest into to things that you have set for your life. So when I made this vision board, I hung it up and I put, goal dates and stuff like that on it. But then going back to look at it, as I said it, as it hung up, I would go and say, read it. This is what I'm going to have. This is what I want. This is, and speaking that life into myself and just putting the words out in the atmosphere. I actually went back and just kind of signed off on the things that I accomplished for myself. So decreeing and declaring these things are also powerful when you speak that over yourself, not just to other people, but even for your life. If I say the hate movement is going to be successful in the next year or two, guess what? It's going to be successful in the next year or two. Why? Because it's the power of the tongue or the words that I'm using to speak life into myself and everything that I touch.
The Moondog 373 show on YouTube, we call it Speaking It Into Existence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Now, also, before y'all know how we get sometimes. We start rolling.
Yeah.
And then all the ideas start popping. As a kid, or if you interact with younger folks, or anybody that's trying to accomplish something, and you tell them the following: "Hey man, that right there looks good," or "That right there does this." Have you ever heard the person say, "For real?" They're not used to hearing that. Mm-hmm. And when you say it to them, they be like, "I do this all the time, and nobody really ever told me I was doing good. So now that you're telling me doing good." But if you're telling them, the kid or the person or somebody working on their business, tell them that it looks good, you need to follow it up with what looks good, how does it look good, and why does it look good. That gives validation to your words instead of them just thinking like you just throwing something out there to make me feel better or just being nice.
Right.
Anything else you want to add to that, Ms. Waters?
No, that is it. That is it.
Hey man, with that being said, it's your boy Moondog 3732. I'm out.
Hey guys, this Earth Waters. Keep howling at the earth. We're out.
Bam.